Well, hello everyone. My name is Dara Rath and I'm the pastor at Faith Lutheran Church in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Each week I bring you a story that's written by other authors and it takes you about 5 minutes to watch. And today we're looking at a story called Steve's Attitude, and it's in a book called Flowers in the Wind by Robert Coos. And so sometimes the stories I bring you are happy, some of them are sad, some of them are meaningful. And I think this story falls into that last category for sure. So here we go, here's the story. Every human being is to be treated with dignity and respect. Sometimes, though, we have to change our perspectives to appreciate this. When we do readjust our minds, we can practice love more fully. That is what Steve Covey, this author of this story, had to say, and here is his story. One Sunday morning, Steve was riding on the subway train in New York. Everyone was quietly reading a newspaper or sitting with their eyes closed. Then, at one stop, a young man got on with 3 children. After the man sat down, the children began yelling back and forth, throwing things, grabbing newspapers from people. The children's behavior was very disruptive to the peace and quiet that the passengers had been enjoying. But the father of the children did not seem to notice. Steve was becoming increasingly angry with the children and could not understand why the young father did absolutely nothing. Finally, Steve had had enough. He was very angry. And in a not very friendly tone of voice, he said to the young father, "Sir, your children are really disturbing a lot of people. I wonder if you could control them a bit more." Well, the young man lifted his eyes to Steve as if coming out of a trance, and he said, Oh, you're right. I guess I should do something about it. We just came from the hospital where their mother died an hour ago. I don't know what to think, and I guess the children don't know how to handle it either. Well, suddenly, Steve's attitude towards the young father changed dramatically from anger to compassion. He immediately was filled with the man's pain and said, "Oh, your wife just died? I'm so sorry. Tell me about it. What can I do to help?" Now, here's the thing. Nothing on that subway had changed. The people were the same. The noise was the same. What did change, though, was Steve's perception. And because his perception changed, so did his behavior. And I need to say at this point that love is the highest of all virtues. In this particular story, you can't help but put yourself into the shoes of this young father with these young children and how they're behaving on this train. They're upset. They don't know what to think. You can't help but be compassionate towards this young father. So I guess the lesson from this story is that we don't really know until we walk in someone's shoes how to think about their journey in life and how challenging it might be at times. I mean, all of us go through times in our lives when we're up and when we're down, both. And it's like a Ferris wheel. And when it's having these challenges, such as this young father, it's really nice if someone could come along and be compassionate. So that gives you something to think about this week for sure. And thanks for taking 5, and I'll be back next week with another story that'll take about 5 minutes to watch. So thanks so much for taking 5 with me, and blessings on your day.